Hello everybody, welcome back to Phoenix, Patchpen Plays Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. If my audio sounds a little bit weird today, that's because I'm redoing my room, and I don't have like carpet or my curtains that I normally have, so sound might be bouncing out around a bit more than normal, but hopefully that won't be an issue. Last couple of times because of audio issues, but made me re-record it. But last time we had a few major twists. Apparently, Bruce Goodman was also stabbed at that's how many save slots I have. Was stabbed at the police department too, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's possible he was stabbed in two places, but at the same time is less likely, to say the least. Yeah, because they both happened at exactly 5:15. And yeah, that's the main thing. Let's get back into it. Mr. Wright? So, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused. Let's see. What is going on? I could've just let them recap, man. Victim Detective Bruce Goodman was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room. What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least. I think I noted this last time. Okay, but the autopsy report does say within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. That's quite a long time, and so the reason we have 5:15 in the prosecutor's lot is because we have a witness, not because that's necessarily the actual moment of crime. So my current theory is sort of related to that. Although I have no idea what's going on with the whole... Because they have reason to believe it was 5:15 at the police department too. I don't know what that reason is, so we're gonna have to find out. Alright, let's do it! Bet she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's gonna be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? You can read minds? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go! Science awaits us! Wait. Okay, this isn't where I was planning on going, but sure, whatever. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only a victim who was killed in their evidence room, no biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. Just, my sister would never stab someone in two places at the same time. That oil drum, was it? Oh. Okay, that's not what they're talking about. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never! Even though she says that, they don't get along. Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all! Yeah, she could absolutely read minds. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. No, I think maybe just Wright is really bad at keeping his thoughts to himself. Probably. I think that's come up before. we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust him. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, water in that oil drum washed it all away. Heh. Ignore the... Oh, okay. Ignore the strangely nice science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grim for? We're gonna do the UV light thing? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. When the police have already done those tests, never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. See? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're not drinking it. We're testing blood samples and stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? Whoa. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Oh, okay. Just enter this. Oh, A. It's A on night. Let's find us some blood stains. Okay, so I can't scroll around, so it's just gonna be around here. Aha! Okay. Oh, okay, I hit it. I can see your eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain? It's so... Ugh. Emma, you're shaking. It's just... this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. You've never cut yourself before? Or like, skinned your knee real bad? Okay, well we definitely know that this is a bloodstain. Doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course. What's odd about this? Scientifically. I mean, it's right next to the medicine. It would be this, right? Why would this be weird? Would you expect more from it? You would probably expect more from a murder scene. I wanna see. I can't bring up my court record right now. Fine. The perpetrator and the Detective Goodman partner, right? Don't you think there'd be a little bit of blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the flu plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah. And this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. And let's drag that hidden evidence out to the light of day. Yeah! Feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give the spray on anything suspicious. Ha! Oh. You aren't Neil. Wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Don't like you. Miss Star! You only trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. This day old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just... that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Okay, wait, can I do more spraying? No. Ah! she did cut her hand. This blood must be from when Lana... No, my sister isn't the murderer. But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime? And her right hand is bandaged. Hey, just whose side are you on? I'm not... This has nothing to do with taking sides. It has nothing to do with the murder. It's whether or not she called you. So, this means that Lana's hand had blood on it. This just keeps getting worse. Having been cut isn't really incriminating. Alright, fine. Do I have to talk to you? You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Stowe, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see? I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if that place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony... Oh, I'm just checking that. Loss of blood, 1 knife. Okay, so if it is a loss of blood, then like, yeah, that's absolutely too little blood. Yeah. And that testimony still stands. Ah! I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph is something important to tell us, but what? Oh, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Stowe? Oh, that means we should probably present the photograph to her? Is that what it's trying to say? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened a criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Okay. Coughed it up? They confessed. They battled like babies. You know? I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drank dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and you, I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go? Fired? I felt that I had found... Yeah, okay. I'm not rereading all of the flashbacks. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Okay. So, present photo. I think it's this one? No, that's not even a photo. Wait, wasn't there 2 other photos? Where are they? Oh no, one other photo that shows... I guess we didn't keep that one around. Oh no. If you think about it, yeah, see, the thumbnail for the photo here actually shows the photo, which is why I thought this one was the one it was telling me to present. But the thumbnail for it here, if you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room, but even I get flustered sometimes. So we went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were. Those 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Stowe. You lying was the problem. Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time, the SL9 incident, right? Yeah, okay, well, I guess it's... Did this we present? What do you think about this? The SL9... Oh, okay, wait, that sounded like a generic line, but it's not. The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife and on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case. The murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day but Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over. Not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Alright. That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Prosecutors? Prosecutors. Two years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors are desperate for decisive evidence. So, they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any clearer than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a suit. Made up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with that case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself, and one other person you know well. Marshall? No, he still has his job. Goodman was still a detective. Okay, wait. No. What? Is it? Marshall! What? Oops, I mean, police department security detail officer. Oh, he was demoted. That's right. That's right. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten. And neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side to that case. A hidden side. That's what we're after now. We're after. Is that her and Marshall? And maybe Goodman too. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait. Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate. Those old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Since all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, Rookie. What? Seems like you're serious about investigating this case. Yes? Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch? I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Oh, Marshall. Sure, fine. Mr. Officer Marshall, is he, are you going out? What do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. Got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective. But now he's so cold. Jake and I are really cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that. I see. Thank you. Officer Jake Marshall. Alright. Oh, hey, I can examine it too. Someone used the marker to write their name on bus. A masked guy. Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go. Well, you never know when something might go down. Just what kind of a world do you think we live in? A murder mystery game, Phoenix. Okay, let's Alright. February 23rd, Detention Center Visitors Room. Looks like Miss Sky isn't questioning. I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her. How did you kill him in 2 places at the same time? Can you imagine? How was she supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Did Mr. Gant say they'd arrested a suspect in the police department murder? Let's come back later. Oh. Hi. Wasn't there a thing attached to this place? Yeah, Edward's office. Oh! Oh, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday. And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edward's not here. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. I hope that's what he's doing. I still have to come back. Alright, nothing interesting. It's time to make my way to the other scene of the crime. Other scene of the same crime. February 23rd, Police Department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. Detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all. So, the evidence room. The scene of the crime. Excuse me. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk, here it is. A kid at an amusement park. Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department has been dancing around like crazy since yesterday. Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. No. Oh, guard station. I want to go to the evidence room. Whatever, let's head in here. February 23rd, blah, blah, blah. Well, everyone looks deadly serious around here. Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective done at the police department. Yes, but the same detective. Yeah. Rescue yourself. It makes my head hurt. Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene. Yes, we sound dead set on investigating. But don't mess up, we could wind up dead. I doubt anyone wants no mysteries or dead bodies around here right now. But it doesn't look like anyone's gonna help us much either. Now this is the police mascot, is it? The Blue Badger, the future star of the police force. The design's a little changed from the one outside. Well, the dancing Blue Badger, trademark, is still under development, you see. You have it trademarked? Absolutely, it's cutting edge stuff. Very now. I showed this doll here to my dad and she burst into tears. Don't show us a moving mock-up outside then, you'll give her nightmares. I keep doing that. can't go straight to the whatever guard station apparently. February 23rd, evidence room entrance guard station. What's with the decor in this? This is Neil Marshall's. Hideout? I don't know, I was trying to think of a westerny term. Den? I feel like there's something obvious I'm missing, but I don't know. I can't place my finger on it. It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room. Oh! Okay, that makes sense. So beyond that door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? It sure seems that way. Oh, what's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight. If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is if this is the guard station, where's the guard? I have a feeling I know who he is already. Ugh. Whoa. Oh, right. Press the button. Wow, we got a reaction. There's clearly blood around the spines here. Seems pretty messy. Someone must have tripped over something and planted their head right in these spines. I think that might be more painful than being murdered. Yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal. I think just one big one would be sufficient. These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually. How so? Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction, just like her. Okay, I'm not so sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. And it looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says, recording. Oh, that's good. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of there. Then let's use it to check on who went in and out of there. This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon. But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. You went in through here, the cactuses would fall over. Ouch. I'd say it'd be more of a yarg myself. There's a security guard uniform hanging here. Looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy? A punchy. A pinchy? I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it. It's poncho, but I think I'll keep that information for myself for the time being. Nothing about the skull. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd be open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. No. Look, on the floor. A lasso. Looks like it's set up to trap something. A trap? Here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here. But the lasso missed! You sure are an active imagination. What? 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 Can I... No. What? Okay, apparently we just have to look at stuff and then come back. Okay. February 23rd, Police Department entrance. This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please! Wasn't that... It's probably Gumshoe? One steak lunch, please! Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. That's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. You mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now's no time for despair. We've caught a criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean you heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal? Yes, we've heard about it. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need to be a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't gonna fill my belly. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later! You ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. I guess we're headed to the... No. February 20th, yeah, okay. Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodland, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing. Okay. What was that? I guessed it. Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrator against, sir. That's what I'd say. Hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. Excuse me, but is, Mr. Edgeworth, anyone on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief. Sir, I've got your report, sir. Officer Meekins. Sir, you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little less patrolman, like a little less lamb, sir. I get it. You're here to deliver a report? No, sir. Should I say this? Wait, he isn't... Is he? You... Officer Meekins, you didn't... Did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir! What? Oh, this is an unexpected turn of events. I'll defend you. Officer Meekins, have a look at this. Go ahead, sir. Laugh at me, sir. I know what you want me to say. You're gonna tell me how she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir, I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. What? Nowhere! I'm alone! All alone! Is that so wrong? Life's all about high school street. Oh, it's a beautiful romance, sir! Is she talking about those badges on her coat? I'd like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. Yeah. What do you think of the mascot? Officer Meekins, do you deal with this? I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. What do I present you with? Okay, wait. What about regular talking points? Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir! Now, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. It's a business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? And, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person! Ah! What is this guy doing? What? Oh, what's that animation? Okay. So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went right. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here, in the detention center. Wait, what about that whole thing with dropping off the report at Edgeworth, right? That happened between the 5:15 that day and today. I mean, you certainly weren't in the detention center. When you delivered the thing, so either they let you out, which to deliver it, or I don't even know. What? When you came to, you were here in the detention center. Came to after the stabbing, right? After blacking out. Yeah! But he also managed to go down to Edgeworth and deliver, and not deliver the, whatever. How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Add another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as... Oh, can you stop that? It's painful enough doing the voice that I pained you with. Ugh. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me as victim. I wet that you happen to be in detention and alive. And well, at that. Yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger, or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So, you didn't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand. Did that happen during the course of the crime? Ah! Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But... Sir! That there was nothing I could do! Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you do, you were... Huh? Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? And when I looked down, I was flushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock! Oh, the sorrow, sir! Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared. That's some story. Officer Weekends, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir, really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, okay, it's this again. Is there any reason? He would have been at the event, is what I was thinking with that one. This was at the prosecutor's office. Didn't recognize this reality. What about this? Nope. Oh wait, evidence room stuff. This should work. Officer Weekends, this is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted to take a look at it. That's it, sir, that's like, sir, that's the one. I was an apple, sir, in that dream, sir, and I was being peeled. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. It's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. No. Alright. Back to police department. Maybe we can get in here now? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. Okay. Hey, you said to go ask Edgeworth about some stuff, right? No, he's still not here. Really nothing more to ask you about. That seems like the only... You know, might as well just go through and present everything one at a time. Unless the very first thing on the list, other than my badge, which I already presented, is the next thing. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey! That's it, sir, that's it! What? It was a blank until this very moment! But sir, now I remember, sir! You really remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all! This ID card? Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing! I've got to pry into this one a little deeper. Okay, well... Did it work? Usually only replaces when we have like food, I think, right? I don't know. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say, well, you already said this. I didn't know Mr. Detective could... Okay, I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. So, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, so that's what I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me! What? Sir, I assure you, I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and left at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. He at your honors before later on the year of my father's onwards, sir. What happened then? Well, aye, sir. You think we're right? When I awoke, I was here. Right. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom he met at the scene of a crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's not good for our case. It's good for Meekins. That's it, Sue! That's what I wanted to say! That is... I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? Hey, told me that it had to be him, Sue. That day, at that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. But that's what they said. I could say something to the contrary. I'm not sure I really want to. But you don't remember the events clearly. No! But the videotape is quite clear. Huh? A videotape? From the security camera! The crime! My crime! The crime I swore to stamp out! It's there! It's me! It's on tape! And you waited until now to tell us this! I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge, I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess we better go check out the crime scene. Alright. Is there more stuff to present him? I don't... He said to move on. And I can't now. And I really don't want this investigation to run super long, so... Hey, Mr. Wright! Look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk. It's Police Chief Kent. And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal? Yes, sir. We'll scout the place again, sir. Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered. Aha! Righto, my boy! How you been? Swim much? Oh, ho, ho. Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Talk? Is Mr. Edgeworth gonna be okay? Oh, Woody, you know to do a little inquiry to committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yeah, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Court Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Yeah, another top prosecutor. Vancoma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Wait, forging evidence? He got caught for murdering a dude. Edgeworth's dad. Forging evidence. I mean, he took evidence from... Which is why we wound up with only the bullet. And he got rid of it. But that's not forging, that's like unforging. You're destroying it. Am I missing something? I don't know. Well, I let do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? It's done right hard, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean. They being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that is what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Oh no, Wright, I can't give away all of our secrets like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier? Ah, you saw that? Oops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. This seems to be something we do with a lot of people on the force. I guess we do that with this. Sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? I'll see that over there. That's Detective Goodman's desk. He wanted me to go check it for anything that might be a clue. I took away every past piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belongs to Detective Goodman is still there? Of course not. Except for this. What? You kept something? True. Why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. I'm gonna make a note of that just in case. Okay, wait. 5-9. And then he's like scratched out, sort of. Yeah, it's just not finished. 5-8. Five, 8, 4, 2, 1, 8, 9. And that's a 9. It's scribbled over, but I mean, it's not scribbled over in a way that makes it look like it could have been an 8. Weird. What does that mean, though? I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Have to leave the building and come back in from another angle. But I still can't get in though. Hey, I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Ah, sorry, righto! I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Don't let that guy who can't seem to sit still up there. A busy one. You got an award for diligence. The guy who can't sit still. Does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the dancing blue badger. Okay. Don't even have time for your own mascot. It's just too much. Alright, last thing. Nope. So there's nothing I can do with the... get into the scene. No. He's even saluting like that in his badge. But, like... this is some stuff I'm supposed to... There's no more talking. Wait! When did this come up? I should have checked for it. Okay, permission to enter. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought they would come and try to ask me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Now, righto. Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please, do I look like a shellfish man? Uh-huh. If anyone asked me, so can I borrow $50? I'd give him $50, no problem! So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content, knock yourselves out. It just goes to show, you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You just run along now and do your best now. Later, folks. Wait, did we actually, like, receive the item? Heh, it looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we have to go into the evidence room right now, sir. Wait, no, that's... I think this places a bad influence on the girl. Okay, that could add it? No. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, examine it again? Yes. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID code from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha! Code reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my bimby in the sky so gray? Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him, look food? As you may or may not have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest? That's better than the sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw! Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Looks like the code reader's done again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I ain't got no mind to tangle with you, hombres. You're busy then. Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tinkle with us hombres. I think I might be able to change your mind on that one. That smell. Ah, reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? Nah, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Miss Star? What's this? What? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see! I don't see. I wonder what it means. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask me sure anything. Finally, it seems like it's willing to talk. Edge. The sheriff's back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. But the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand. This is neither Wild or West here. Ah, but this and that. That and this are two different things entirely. I guess so. I lost. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. No, I want this one. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. And like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Miss Star told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now. Like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Star, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. Can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago, the day of our case. That's right, the evidence transfers. Edgeworth, let's talk about the transfers too. It's like evidence transfers are the new, or the new statute of limitations. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman. Are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard, you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the code reader by the door. That card deletes the record of every ID card that passes through. Five, 8, 4, 2, 1, 8, 9. Got 7s up there. We got... Let's see, if the stabbing was at 515, then it looks like 4989596 is Meekin's, so he went in there twice that day. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambi, I can't tell you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record now, just now. I've seen that number. Okay, they preserved the thing. Transferal. Sorry, but could you explain this whole transferal thing is about? We keep all my evidence from solved cases in this room. They kept you under the presiding detective supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? What happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. So we can go in now. We're done chatting. Badge. Okay, right, we already did that. Oh, right, but we were gonna present the... this. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot? Number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us that ID code record again. Look, the first number. It's a perfect match. I was used at 5:14 right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. Oh wait, what did Officer Meekin say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So you went to Detective Goodman to show his ID card. But what did he do? That's the thing. Okay, yeah, I got this from her. I hate doing this voice. I mean, I like the character, but it's, I would have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins. Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID code record. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Well, I assume, Brendo here has an ID. Okay. How long have I been going? About an hour. Alright. So... Oh, whoa. Back up. Next time, we actually investigate the scene of the crime. Cause I'm not going to continue now. Oh wait, how can I save? Wait. Can I don't see the... There it is. Options. There we go. Okay, I should no longer need... I mean, I'll get rid of that one. Yes. Get out of here. Alright. Next time we enter the scene of the crime and do some actual investigation. Okay.